let's sit down together and discuss our mutual plans together. We've got to finish the job.
And here in Wisconsin, we're seeing the results of this investment firsthand.
Don't jump. Fighting for the sake of fighting gets us nowhere. We're getting things done. This is a blue-collar blueprint to rebuild America. There's nothing beyond our capacity if we work together.
Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to Live at 4. It's a once-in-a-decade type of day here in southern Wisconsin, and we have reporters out live in several locations.
We will have team coverage today of President Biden's visit to the Madison area across all shows, breaking down all of the details for you.
But first, we actually have a different lead. It's an alert day in the forecast. It's hard to believe that it's going to be a little different than today. Greg's out in the backyard. Change is coming.
Yeah, definitely it is. It's actually really nice outside right now, mid-40s, beautiful sunshine, so really can't beat it. But tonight, yes, it's late tonight, more towards tomorrow morning when we have a system moving up. So heavy, wet snow likely tomorrow morning to about noon. Could have some mix of freezing rain and other issues to go along with that. So really, it's late tonight through about noon Tuesday and, tomorrow, and then we'll see improvements here. Overall visible satellite, just a few clouds right now. That system is well to the southwest. Overall, nice clear skies with a few cirrus. Temperatures almost made it up to 50 in certain areas right now. We're heading in the mid-40s, upper 40s for certain Dane County, even 50 now in Sauk City. So definitely a very warm day, 15 to 20 degrees above average. So hard to tell that we're going to have something coming, but southerly winds are starting to pick up a little bit in advance of that system. And that's the system right there with all the rain coming up with it right now. That's the one that we're tracking. That one will fill in. There's your winter watches, advisories. We'll break that down in a little bit. And that's the big story coming up here is how much snow, when it happens, what's the mix going to look like, and when does it end? And especially, we'll break down what those road conditions may look like a bit later in the broadcast.
All right, we'll check back, Greg. Thank you. Back to presidential coverage now. Will Keneally is at the Luna Training Facility where President Biden wrapped up his speech earlier today.
Our McKenna Alexander is at the Capitol. She has Republican response to today's visit.
And Tehil Moladin is live in DeForest with residents' reaction to the president's visit. But let's start in D.C. This morning, the president started his post-State of the Union tour by heading to Joint Base Andrews Air Force Base before boarding Air Force One to DeForest.
He sported his trademark aviator sunglasses and briefly shook some hands before boarding Marine One on his way to Wisconsin.
It's been more than a decade since a sitting president was in Madison, and today at 11:28 a.m., President Biden was wheels down at Truax Field at the Dane County Regional Airport.
He was accompanied by Congressman Mark Pocan and Terry O'Sullivan, the general manager of LIUNA, where Biden gave his speech earlier this afternoon.
Speaking to a crowd of union workers, the president touted a message of jobs and the economy.
Kicking off our coverage tonight, political reporter Will Keneally joins us from DeForest, where President Biden spoke just a few hours ago. Will, what did we hear?
Well, so we heard essentially what Biden would probably call his greatest hits from his speech last night, but with a little bit of a Wisconsin flavor with it, too. The bulk of the speech was about jobs and the economy, with the president talking up manufacturing growth, including in places like Wisconsin.
Georgia Pacific is committed to a major expansion of the Green Bay paper production facility, bringing in 100 new employees and hiring 500 construction workers. Now America's exporting product overseas and creating jobs here at home.
He said that a lot of those jobs are the ticket to expanding the country's middle class. So why does Biden get the credit? He says that a lot of the spending that the federal government had passed in the last few years, like pandemic aid, the bipartisan infrastructure bill, that spending was key to the job growth that the country is seeing now. And this Wisconsin stop is part of a tour that the president is taking in the wake of the State of the Union, which could be possibly him gearing up for a 2024 presidential run. So his next stop tomorrow is in Florida, where he's expected to talk about Social Security and Medicare. And he called out today one of Wisconsin's senators on that issue specifically. We'll have more on that coming up tonight at 5. Reporting from DeForest, Will Keneally, News 3 Now.
We'll see you at 5, Will. Thank you. Meanwhile, GOP leaders in our area are responding to President Biden's visit today.
McKenna Alexander shares why they believe this visit is the president playing catch-up. McKenna?
Yeah, earlier today I spoke with Brian Schimming, the chair of the Wisconsin Republican Party. Schimming tells me he believes that Biden's presidency is one of the worst in decades when it comes to serving working class Americans. And he argues that Biden stopping in Wisconsin is an attempt to repair that reputation ahead of the 2024 election.
Wisconsin's not really one of 50 states. We're one of 5 states. You know, there's only 4, 5, 6 states in play in the whole country. And so the president has to win Wisconsin. It's not a choice. His numbers are in a lot of trouble here. He has to come here to buck up those numbers. That's really the reason that he's here.
Schimming adds that Biden is to blame for the current economy, knows it, and is now attempting to, quote, rescue his political fortunes. Now, coming up at 5, I'll share what Representative Brian Stile has to say about today's visit from the president. But for now, live at the Capitol, McKenna Alexander, News 3 Now.
We'll see you at 5, McKenna. Thank you. Not everybody in the community was happy to see President Biden in town. There was a small gathering of folks at a Quick Trip nearby the Laguna facility. People in the gathering talked about how they felt like they were left out of the state of the union. They said that there was still spending in the infrastructure bill that could have gotten us closer to balancing the budget.
The infrastructure bill we thought was full of a lot of wasteful spending. We worked hard to get it from that over $3 trillion down to what we did, but we still feel like there was spending we could have cut there. No matter who you vote for, the grassroots is one of the most important parts of the political process.
The protest was held across the street from where the president gave his speech today. Most of the details for this visit were not released until just last night, so some in DeForest were shocked to learn their village would be playing host to the commander-in-chief.
Our Tahalil Moadine spoke with residents in DeForest about the big news, and she joins us there live with more of their reaction today. Tahalil?
Mark and Susan, it's been a mix of mostly excitement and even a little bit of confusion from the folks here in DeForest, knowing that they were the ones chosen for a special visit from the President of the United States. Now, Joe Biden arrived at Truax Field flying in over Maryland on Air Force One to make his way to the village of over just 10,000 residents. For some who have called DeForest home for years, his arrival was something they didn't see coming.
Happened to click on the news story this morning and I was like, oh, the Madison area, cool. Wait, DeForest. Wait, I know where that is. Whoa. It just kind of took me by surprise.
Rachel Schenk has lived in DeForest since she was 6 years old, and she says she can't remember anything this exciting happening in all her years as a resident. In fact, she says the only thing that's come close was her high school's basketball team going to state. Tonight at 5, we'll hear from a few more residents in the village. But for now, reporting live in DeForest, Tahil Muhaddin, News 3 Now.
The president are going to stay. That's a toss-up.
It's a full life.
Thank you, Tahlil. We'll have total coverage tonight at 5 and 6. Our reporters are out in the field in downtown Madison, in DeForest, where the president spoke and getting reaction from the locals.
And we have one final note on the presidential visit.
A trip wouldn't be complete, of course, without a selfie. After the president landed, he was greeted by some local dignitaries, including Governor Evers, Madison Mayor Satya Rhodes Conway, and Patrick Miles, who is chair of the Dane County Board of Supervisors. So one of the most powerful people in the world grabbed the mayor's phone and captured this moment just in time.
You gotta have a selfie. What a story. All right, we still have more breaking news on this Wednesday.
Madison school officials will be looking for a new superintendent. We'll tell you why when Live at 4 continues.
You're watching News 3 Now, Live at 4.
A former prosecutor, now circuit court judge, Janet Protasewicz. On the Supreme Court, she'll be a common-sense judge. She believes in abortion rights, fairness for all, and protecting public safety. Janet Protasewicz for Supreme Court.
Hey, Dad.
Hey, honey, come on in. Have a seat.
Dad, what's this I hear about you not showering lately?
You know, I can't climb over that bathtub. I almost fell last week.
Regain bathing independence with a call to Mad City Baths. We offer a full line of accessible bath and shower designs. And with our price lock guarantee, schedule a free estimate now and lock in your price guaranteed for 1 year. And now save during our 60-60-60 sale. Receive 60% off installation on a new bath or shower. 60 months, 0 interest, senior military discounts. Plus, call during this program and get a free $60 restaurant.com gift card with estimate. From Madison throughout South Central Wisconsin, call 608-729-4466. That's 608-729-4466.
Habitat Restore is full of great finds at great prices for a great cause. With a unique inventory of high-quality, low-cost goods, you can save money and feel good about your purchase. Shop Restore Dane County today.
New iVisia Dry Eye Drops. Made with hydrating polymers, moisturizing hyaluronic acid, and revitalizing trehalose to reduce dryness, discomfort, and strain. iVisia. We see a better way.
Did you know that Wisconsin Vision offers telehealth eye exams? I just scheduled my telehealth eye exam easily on their website. Once in store, a tech helps get me started and then pre-checks my eyes. See my eye on the screen? Then I have my telehealth eye exam virtually with a licensed optometrist on the TV.
Everything looks great, Kate. You're going to love your new prescription.
Ask us about our $59 eye exam. Wisconsin Vision. See more life.
I'm going for Judge Janet
Protasewicz? You don't need to know how to say Protasewicz to know that Judge Janet believes in abortion rights, fairness, and public safety.
Protasewicz.
Dr. Carlton Jenkins, superintendent of the Madison Metropolitan School District, announced today he plans to retire this summer.
Jenkins joined MMSD just under 3 years ago as the district was grappling with early challenges brought on by the pandemic. During his introductory remarks, shortly after he was hired, Jenkins said he and others in the district would lean on one another to make our district a better district and to make our community a better community. In a statement shared by the district, Jenkins cited wanting to spend more time with his family as the motivating factor behind his decision to leave.
Ukraine's president has made his first trip to Britain since Russia invaded his country.
He's there asking for more weapons to fight Russia's army. Volodymyr Zelensky landed in London wearing his trademark fatigues on a mission to bolster support for his country's war with Russia. Hundreds of lawmakers welcomed him to a packed Westminster Hall for an historic address. President Zelensky made an impassioned plea to Parliament urging Britain's government to give Ukraine the weapons and the money they need to win the war.
We know freedom will win. We know Russia will lose.
He urged allies to send his country fighter jets, bringing a Ukrainian pilot's helmet to drive the point home. This is President Zelensky's second trip overseas since the war began. It comes less than 2 months after he visited the United States to drum up aid in December. The U.S. gave billions more in funding to Ukraine and promised to send them a Patriot missile battery to repel Russian missiles and aircraft. While in London, President Zelensky also met with King Charles, calling it a special moment. He thanked the British monarch for showing support for Ukraine when he was still the Prince of Wales.
Well, last night, LeBron James, the 38-year-old forward for the LA Lakers, pushed his career total past 38,388 points.
To be precise, breaking a record set by Kareem Abdul-Jabbar 39 years ago.
Everybody that's ever been a part of this run with me the last 20 years, 20 plus years, I just want to say I thank you so much because I wouldn't be me without y'all.
LA City Hall lit up in Lakers purple and gold, honoring King James as he's come to be known. Celebs and everyday fans alike left in awe. Those closest to James took the moment to also honor his work off the court.
Businesses, him speaking out on social issues,
his leadership. Like I said, he's an example to not just young basketball players, but young human beings.
LeBron now becomes the 7th person ever to hold the career NBA scoring record. He stands at 38,390 career points, a total that will no doubt continue to rise as he chooses to keep playing. James is under contract for 2 more years with the Lakers. He suggested sticking around the NBA long enough to play with his son, Bronny, who is currently a senior in high school.
38 years old. He got 38 points last night, breaking the 38,000 mark.
I know. Isn't that something? It makes the hair on your neck stand up a little bit. Seems like fate.
Meant to be.
Yeah.
Well, energy giant BP announced today it'll curtail its plans to reduce future oil and gas production in an effort to produce more oil and gas for energy affordability and security. Back in 2020, the company announced it would cut oil production 40% by 2030 in order to reduce carbon emissions by 40%. Now BP has decided to lower that amount to a 25% cut in production, which is expected to still reduce emissions by 20 to 30%. In the wake of Tyre Nichols' killing, we're seeing answers from our community leaders about what they're doing to ensure we will avoid a similar incident. Tomorrow on News 3 Now at 5, we're sitting down live with a roundtable of 3 police chiefs from Madison, Janesville, and Beloit. We're asking the big question, can they assure the public that their internal culture won't lead to similar incidents? And then Friday on News 3 at 5, we're following up live with 2 Madison area lawmakers, asking them if they believe the system itself is at fault.
Important conversations. Hope you'll join us. The U.S. trade deficit is now close to $1 trillion after rising 12.2% last year. The Commerce Department says the amount Americans spent on imported goods and services has reached $948 billion, its largest total on record. The data shows the U.S. economy is continuing its recovery from the pandemic and also shows a shift in supply chain dynamics.
Some weak earnings reports sent stocks lower. The Dow Industrials lost 207 points, closing at 33,949. The NASDAQ fell 203. The S&P 500 gave up 46. Recovery operations continue in Turkey and Syria with help pouring in from across the globe.
The death toll has passed 11,000 after 2 powerful earthquakes Monday and hundreds of aftershocks.
Rescuers are digging through the rubble with their bare hands in freezing temperatures to save lives. Tina Kraus reports from London.
As the frantic search for survivors continues, rescue workers managed to save a father along with his young son and daughter from a collapsed building in northern Syria. Officials call the first 3 days after an earthquake the golden period, when the chances are greatest of finding survivors. But as this volunteer says, with each passing hour, the conditions become more difficult, with cold temperatures setting in and some being found dead. With survivors desperate for food and water, some are pleading for more humanitarian aid. Visiting a tent city, Turkey's president rejected criticism of his government's response, saying it's not possible to be prepared for a disaster this big. Officials from the World Health Organization are warning of a growing crisis.
We've got a lot of people who have survived now out in the open. We are in real danger of seeing a secondary disaster which may caused harm to more people than the initial disaster. U.S.
teams are starting to arrive as part of the search and recovery efforts. They include crews from the Fairfax and Los Angeles County Fire Departments and about a dozen rescue dogs who will be immediately deployed to the hardest hit areas. Tina Kraus, CBS News.
It is heart-wrenching. The World Health Organization says it's providing medical supplies and surgical kits to both Turkey and Syria, and a delegation to help with the response.
Still to come today at 4. When we come back, there's a fungus among us, and some could be harmful to humans.
We'll find out where the danger lurks coming up after Greg's first Warn Alert Day forecast.
Hey, Central Wisconsin, the Friends and Family Sale is going on now at Furniture and Appliance Mart. To thank you for your loyal support, you pay what our friends and family pay on top appliance brands like Whirlpool, LG, and Frigidaire at Furniture and Appliance Mart inside Ashley off the Beltline in East Springs Drive.
Everybody who's come over said that it looks nice. My son downstairs, he big time, he's like, hey, I like this. This is sweet.
The most used room in your home is probably your bathroom. So when it comes to updating that space, you want it done right. Call Mad City Baths, your trusted local source for custom-made baths, showers, and walk-in tubs, infused with microban antimicrobial protection for easy cleaning. Mad City is Wisconsin's #1 remodeler. And now save during our 60-60-60 sale. Receive 60% off installation on a new bath or shower. We install year-round. And ask about our price lock guarantee. Plus 60 months, 0 interest. Senior military discounts. And call now. Get a $60 restaurant.com gift card with estimate. From Madison throughout South Central Wisconsin, call 608-729-4466. That's 608-729-4466.
All right, team, we got a big project coming up. And it all starts with ordering promotional products.
I'm on it. 4imprint makes it easy to get the logoed products you're looking for. The latest in apparel, drinkware, bags, high-tech items, and more. You can be certain of getting it right at 4imprint.com.
Come on out. I'm on it.
4imprint, for certain.
Trains are coming to Madison, in miniature that is, at the 55th Mad City Model Railroad Show, February 18th and 19th at the Alliant Energy Center. Get caught up in 100,000 square feet of trains, clinics, and exhibits, with 300 vendor tables featuring train merchandise, toys, hobby supplies, railroad antiques, collectibles, and much more. Many door prizes and 4 train sets will be given away each day. It's a great entertainment value for the whole family, Saturday and Sunday, February 18th and 19th at the Alliant Energy Center. Save online.
At Overture Center, February 21st through 26th. Get your tickets today at overture.org.
Hey, Wisconsin, the Friends and Family Sale is going on now at Ashley. To thank you for your loyal support over the last 54 years, you pay what our friends and family pay and not a penny more. Find furniture up to 60% off. Plus, take a bonus 15% off our sale prices at checkout at Ashley.
Well, take a look at this. Madison had the controversial Nails Tail statue. Little Rock, Arkansas has this. There's a new appealing sculpture featured in the city park. The piece is entitled On a Roll, a gift from the National Sculptors Guild and installed earlier this week. You know what they say, art inspires, and the skating banana certainly has inspired a lot of folks to talk online between TikTok and Reddit. Some love the piece, while others are confused.
It is in the eye of the beholder, yes.
What the heck?
Well, there's no bad publicity. If people are talking about it, mission accomplished.
Well, no, that Nails Tail's got...
Well, that's true. It eventually got... That's true. Yeah.
That's going to be us tomorrow, sliding around on skates.
Yeah, it's going to be a slushy, sloppy mess. So, unfortunately, yeah, travel looks bad in the morning. But the good news is it's above freezing. So, I think by afternoon, evening, we will look good. I'll break down how much snow we get and maybe even how about that weekend forecast looks after the break.
Hire just a handyman, and that bathroom update could take weeks or months. But Mad City Baths installs in as little as 1 day. We take the stress out of bathroom remodeling with high-quality American-made baths and showers backed by a lifetime warranty.
It was just smooth sailing, honestly. They just came in here and did what they were known to do, and they were really good at it.
Mad City has more than 50,000 satisfied customers, and we install year-round. So call now. It's our 60-60-60 sale. Receive 60% off installation on a new bath or shower. Ask about our price lock guarantee, plus 60 months, 0 interest, senior military discounts, and call right now and get a free $60 restaurant.com gift card with estimate. From Madison throughout South Central Wisconsin, call 608-729-4466. That's 608-729-4466.
Hey, do you want to join our rewards program? Collect hot dog points to unlock access to our VIP lounge.
That doesn't seem very...
rewarding. With the BMO Savings Builder account, you get a cash reward for every month you save.
Wait, so you're going to reward me for saving my own money?
You got it. A little incentive to help you get into the habit of saving.
That sounds great, but do you have VIPs?
Yeah, absolutely. We call them customers.
When a bank helps you make real financial progress, that's the BMO effect.
This year, say yes.
I couldn't be more thrilled with my results. I'm over the moon happy. Look at that waist.
Yes to confidence.
I'm so happy I just put this dress on that I haven't worn in over 10 years.
Yes to a new shape.
These are my results. I am so happy.
Yes to a new you.
I'm Dr. Elena Vega. Imagine you could remove this much fat from multiple areas all at one time.
Sono Bello's board-certified surgeons use micro-laser technology to safely target and remove your diet-resistant fat cells for good.
I have the flattest tummy that I've had in 25 years.
I'm able to wear things that I never thought I would wear again.
I can wear a little black dress. I feel sexy.
Find out how you can get $250 off with our New Year exclusive offer. Call 1-800-993-0752 or go to sonobello.com.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
Yeah, we got a complex system coming, but the big thing to notice from this is going to be a wet and snowy basically period, but the temperatures will be above freezing, so that's a positive news. Here's all the winter weather advisories, winter storm warnings in effect right now. It's kind of complex right now, but basically what it's saying is the heaviest amount of snow are basically from Portage down to Platteville, down to just north of Dubuque is where we're kind of looking at right now. But this whole area could see snow, rain, a mix of the bag too as we go into the morning hours. So if we kind of break it down, north and west of US 51, it's kind of good transition right now is where we think it'll start after midnight 3 to 6. It'll be a snow mixed, maybe even rain, but could have freezing rain, sleet. Transitions to snow by 6 a.m. at least. Heaviest snow, that means the best chance to get snow on the roads is probably about 7 a.m. to noon time frame. And then if you go the other direction, it's going to be a little bit earlier towards southern Wisconsin, maybe rain mix start. The transition will be a little bit later, going up towards Madison, 6 to 9 a.m. I think that's when a lot of areas will transition to just snow. The heaviest is a little bit later, 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. Once we get past that, I think the rates fall, and we just stay above freezing too, so the roads may not be as bad by the afternoon time frame. This could all change, so definitely tune in later tonight, and especially as you get up tomorrow morning too, what goes on. Here's the system to the south. It's pushing up to the north, lifting up. Quite a bit of severe weather going to go on with this. It's an incredible amount of moisture too going to be pulled northward, and that's the one thing. We are going to get a lot of rain or snow with this system. If we time this out, you can kind of see as it spreads north, it'll be after midnight you'll start seeing it kind of spread into the area, and then the transition happens sometime early morning to where you could see a rain, snow, sleet, freezing rain mix turn to snow, and it could kind of reverse itself by tomorrow afternoon when the temperatures climb up just a little bit. So by the time we get towards tomorrow evening, this time, most of it will be snow. It'll be tapering off. And I think by Thursday night, tomorrow night, we should be good and then go and setting up to a cooler Friday. But it's going to be a kind of a mess, and really it could change just here and there. Tonight, you see temperatures still very mild throughout midnight. We'll probably be in the 40s to upper 30s. Here comes the rain, starts to push north. It'll turn to a mix. And we're thinking maybe by the time we get to about 7, 8, we'll see that snow more transition from west to east across the area. But once again, this is very complex, so it could change once again. But this is our best guess right now as we're going towards the snow. The heaviest amounts of snow, I think, over Madison will be after 7 a.m., probably till about noon. You can kind of see that right here. 10 to noon is when the heaviest band should come through. By the afternoon time, we start to kind of warm up a little bit. Snow's not falling as much, but we kind of transition to a little mix or even a little bit of drizzle. So I think then the roads, at least the main roads, might be actually okay because you notice the temperatures, we don't fall below freezing at any point right now. So we get towards tomorrow night, then we'll start seeing it tapering off, the snow, and then we'll watch the temperatures start to fall probably tomorrow night, and maybe come Friday morning, you might still have some slick spots because that's when the temperatures will fall below freezing. Snow-wise, right now it's going to be heavy wet, so 6+, kind of like I said, just south of Prairie du Chien up to north of Mineral Point, kind of the hills, really the top hills of Iowa County, then stretching up towards just near Portage. And then lesser amounts as you go further south. The southeast could change. Once again, it's a heavy snow, so if you're not out measuring it right away, it's going to compact and melt pretty quick too. So what we may have 6 inches falling on the ground, it may be like 3 to 4 pretty quick because a lot of water content. So that is kind of our idea, but it could change once again, pay attention and just stay alert to the changing conditions, especially with this one, because it is a lot of uncertainty with some of it. Otherwise, once we get past that, we're going to see a quiet weekend. Saturday and Sunday look fairly quiet. Valentine's Day, we got another system approaching, but as you notice the temperatures, we really don't see a cold spell, probably not until the end of next week to maybe into that weekend. So if you get through the next 24, 36 hours, we should be fine.
So it can be 35 and snowing.
Oh, it can be a lot warmer and snowing with that too. Oh yeah. Yeah, it depends a lot on other parameters going on, but you can be mid-40s, low 40s snowing in the mountain areas. It's not, it happens.
Little weather whiplash. I mean, it's so beautiful out this afternoon. It's hard to
grill in the backyard.
I'm gonna grill too. Like I said, it's mid-February, so we're kind of on the, you know, you can see.
Just 3 months to go.
3 months to go. Well, you're true.
Thanks, Craig.
More than 1.9 million vehicles on the road in the U.S. have had their odometers rolled back.
That is up 7% from last year. All it takes is a device like this one. They used to cost upwards of $10,000. Well, now you can buy them online for about $300, and in a matter of seconds, you can shave thousands of miles off a vehicle.
Does not require any type of expert use. You need to be able to read.
That's why experts say anyone buying a used car should have an independent inspection done so the mechanic can check if the wear and tear on the vehicle matches the mileage. Also, you can use a Carfax report to track the numbers. This problem is far more common with private sales of cars. These are crooks posing as people selling grandma's car with low mileage. But you won't likely see this happen at a major car dealership because obviously it is illegal.
Buyer beware. Well, it's a popular new show about zombies and fungal parasites, but in real life, the fungi that inspires the story of HBO's The Last of Us doesn't cause problems for people, only insects.
However, experts say the threat from fungal pathogens is increasing around the world. Mandy Gaither has more on the ones that could pose the greatest risk.
It's a fictional show that's focused on fungus. To be clear, the parasite created in The Last of Us isn't real.
Where they got the idea was the idea of this fungus known as Cordyceps actually inducing sort of a change in ants.
Experts say the threat from fungal pathogens is rising across the globe. Of the around 4 million fungal species, 19 were deemed to be the greatest threat to public health last year by the World Health Organization, 4 of them critical. First is Cryptococcus neoformans, a pathogenic yeast that lives in soil. People can inhale it, but most don't get sick. In most cases, it only affects those with a suppressed immune system. Next, Candida auris is a yeast that can linger on surfaces and medical equipment. It can spread quickly from one person to another and has caused a growing number of hospital outbreaks around the world. Third, Aspergillus fumigatus, a mold that can be found just about everywhere and may cause pulmonary disease in people with weakened immune systems and could also cause allergic reactions or lung infections that might become serious and move to other organs. Finally, Candida albicans. It lives in the mouth, intestines, and skin. Bacteria in your body helps keep it in check, but if the system's off balance, the yeast can overgrow and turn into an infection, rash, or another condition that can become severe. There are no vaccines to protect against these fungal infections, so experts say one of the best defenses is to keep your immune system strong. For Health Minute, I'm Mandy Gaither.
Experts say millions of fungi are actually good. They break down wood and can be used in food and in human medicine.
People who are most at risk of a serious fungal infection are those with underlying conditions like HIV, cancer, or diabetes, and those who have compromised immune systems.
Yeah, and others are vulnerable to the more severe consequences of fungal infections because they don't have access to medicines.
But do you recommend the show?
It's a good show. It's well made.
It's an interesting premise.
Yeah. At first I thought, well, okay, this is just going to be like the other, you know, zombie shows.
Yeah.
But it's good.
All right, we'll have to check it out.
Coming up next year on Live Before, Jeannie Moe's collected all of the best of the Chinese balloon jokes, and there's some really good ones.
And then coming up next hour at 5, we continue our team coverage of President Biden's visit to Madison. There's lots more in store coming up at 5.
Are you tired of that old, outdated bath or shower and ready for a change? Then call Mad City Baths and bring your bathroom up to date. With modern colors and patterns infused with microban antimicrobial protection for easy cleaning. Add shelves, grab bars, and handhelds. Or choose an easy access walk-in tub with relaxing hydrotherapy. So call now. It's our 60-60-60 sale. Receive 60% off installation on a new bath or shower. We install year-round. And remember, with our price lock guarantee, we'll guarantee your price for 1 year. Plus 60 months, zero interest senior military discounts. Last chance to call during this program to get the free $60 restaurant.com gift card with estimate. From Madison throughout South Central Wisconsin, call 608-729-4466. That's 608-729-4466.
This President's Day, we're throwing a 5-star celebration at Bob's Discount Furniture, making it super easy to shop my top-rated products, like my Avenger and Forte collections. Both have power reclining Bobapedic seats, USB ports, a drop-down table in the sofa, luxurious upholstery, and a storage console in the love seat. Just $9.99 each. And the reviews are flying in with 2,500 and counting. So check out the Avenger and Forte motion collections this President's Day weekend at Bob's.
Habush attorneys are the best of what a personal injury attorney is about.
To get the most money for your case, you need to have a law firm that's unrelenting.
We will fight with all that we have in person power, in knowledge and experience to bring about the result they deserve.
I can't give them their life back how it was, but I can give them the financial compensation to get their life back on track.
These are the faces that smile so wide at the friends and staff who are by their side, where life is lived with a feeling of pride on every bump of life's great ride that comes from the care that sweetens the air that lives in the house that angels built. Attic Angel Community, independent homes and 4 levels of assisted living built with the help of angels.
New at 5, an historic day in Wisconsin. With our full team coverage, we bring you along every step of President Biden's journey in our state.
As a winter storm develops over southern Wisconsin later tonight and Thursday, a first warned weather alert day remains in the forecast for heavy snow, perhaps some freezing rain as well. At 5, I'll let you know how much snow will fall.
And ahead at 6, what does President Biden's visit mean for Wisconsin moving forward? What you can expect tonight at 6.
Here's a live look at downtown Madison, 45 degrees. Wait till tomorrow.
Big changes.
Winter storm watch in effect. Well, the U.S. military may have shut down that Chinese spy balloon over the weekend.
But it didn't let the air out of all of the jokes that have blown up online and on late-night television.
Jeannie Mose has them for you.
When the U.S. shot down the suspected Chinese spy balloon...
Holy crap, they just shot it.
No way! The number of pot shots being taken in memes and jokes only inflated. The balloon found its way into everything. Taking a shot. From Top Gun to Snoopy versus the Red Baron. Jimmy Fallon let John Dutton from Yellowstone
There you go.
take credit for the takedown. The jokes kept going. Would you like to spy in my beautiful balloon? Even those who scoffed at the story couldn't ignore it.
A Chinese spy balloon over Montana. Oh, my God. Now they know where we keep the cows.
Some imagined what a Mexican spy balloon or a German spy balloon might look like. SNL went live to the remains.
Let's see how it looks. Experts were saying you're the size of 3 buses.
Okay, ouch. How would you like it if someone measured your width in buses?
Poor Joe Biden. Obama got to order the assassination of bin Laden, and all he gets to do is murder a bag of helium.
A Biden critic sicked the balloon on the president. Meanwhile, Trump critics and even a Chinese official imagined America retaliating with its own inflatable. Remember the former president portrayed as a diapered baby? Even Donald Trump Jr. retweeted the images saying, "Not gonna lie, this is funny." The forecast for this weather balloon is wet with a 100% chance of mockery. Jeannie Mose, CNN.
And live from New York, it's Saturday night!
New York.
Oh, my gosh.
Oh, it feels good to laugh, doesn't it? It really does.
All right, do you have a medical question you'd like answered? Well, you've come to the right place.
Look who's here. Dr. Zorba Pastor is in the studio with us. He's ready to take your medical questions. Call now, 608-270-9933. We'll take your calls when we come back.
He's balloonless.
Experience handcrafted and hand-finished furniture by genuine Amish craftsmen at Wanakee Furniture ETC, featuring hardwood made in the USA home furnishings by Simply Amish and other great brands you can trust.
Bring quality home at Wanakee Furniture ETC.
Are you sick of the areas of your home being cold in the winter or hot in the summer? Your house is a complete system of components that need to work together, similar to the human body. Just like us, your home needs to breathe too. If we're letting our home breathe fresh air, we'll be healthier and regulate our temperature better. Wouldn't it be great if we could show you all the areas needing improvement in just minutes without tearing the house apart? That is what our thermal imaging does for you. It will show the temperature differences in areas of air exchange. Then you'll know what areas need to be improved, just like going to the doctor, except these doctors do house calls. This will also help in preventing the entrance of harmful pollutants inside your house. You can now easily bring down the energy bills and have a durable and safe home environment with Fry Construction. Visit fryconstruction.com today for your free thermal imaging consultation and save 23% on select insulation services.
When we designed the all-new Honda Pilot Trail Sport, we made it adventure ready. With features like an enhanced all-wheel drive system and off-road tuned suspension, so you can blaze new trails. The all-new Pilot Trail Sport, the most off-road capable Honda SUV ever. Visit your local Honda dealer where new vehicles are arriving daily. Buy online or reserve from select Honda dealers.
This is Kathy. She's about to see her dentist. She's afraid. Not because of the drill, but because of the bill. A big bill. But Kathy doesn't need to be afraid, and neither do you, thanks to affordable dental insurance from Physicians Mutual Insurance Company. It's easy to get this coverage. Don't believe me? Call or go online for all the details. You could even have this free information kit. This isn't a discount plan or preventive-only coverage. This is real dental insurance. It helps pay for over 400 procedures. That's a lot. I'm talking cleanings, fillings, crowns, bridges, root canals, even dentures. Bottom line, you'll have help paying for routine care and expensive major work. But if you want deductibles, forget it. There aren't any. No annual maximum either. Plus, you can see any dentist you want. Stop fearing the big bill. Start saving at the dentist. Call now or go to sendinfokit.com.
Physicians Mutual, Physicians Mutual.
Let the design team at Wanakee Furniture ETC help you find your inspiration and transform your room. Every style, every budget, our creativity, passion, and expertise will help you design your dream space.
Bring quality home at Wanakee Furniture ETC.
Overall, no traffic incidents to speak of, and obviously the weather is cooperating really nice right now. As you look at the Beltline, nothing to go on. As you go south to Mount Horeb, we're all looking good too. As you go up to the north towards the Dells area, everything in the interstate is looking good too. And then if we go south towards Janesville, really said no conditions to speak of. The weather is being cooperative. You look at the temperatures, we're going to cool off, but not too much. Still fairly mild this evening. Maybe not get to freezing until we get towards midnight, so no issues there. And just remember that we do have that alert day that's coming up. Once again, tomorrow morning looks like it'll be a different story. A mixed bag of things, could turn to heavy snow, then tapering off in the afternoon. So if you're out and about, definitely keep something in mind. But the good news is the weekend does look dry, you guys.
All right. Looks good, Greg. Thank you. Well, this story's nuts. More than 700 pounds of nuts. That's what a pest control expert in California pulled out of a wall in a rental home in Glen Ellen. Nick Castro of Nick's Extreme Pest Control says a pair of woodpeckers had created a stupendous stash of acorns in the home's wall, and once he started pulling them out, he thought they'd never end, saying he's never come across anything like this before.
That's unbelievable.
It is. Well, we're taking your calls today for Dr. Zorba Pastor.
The number to call, 608-270-9933, and we have 3 lines open if you have a question today.
Stay on the line. We'll get to your call in just a second, but first, Zorba, welcome.
Good to be
here. Zorba, good to see you.
And you want to talk about shingles shots. Only 30% of Wisconsinites have gotten.
Roughly. That's about what it is. And the fact is, shingles is awful. Anyone who's ever had shingles says it's just terrible. The pain lasts, of course, for at least 2 weeks, but for some people it lasts for 3 months, 6 months, or 9 months. For some people, the pain never goes away. It's the chickenpox virus that is in your body. So if you've had the varicella, immunization, you're never going to get shingles. But for people over a certain age, hey, the virus is in our body right now.
So if you had chickenpox when you were younger, you
are
need
risk
the
for
vaccine.
Shingles. You bet, you bet.
And
now,
it's 2 shots, right?
Right. The old vaccine, the Merck vaccine, was about 60% effective, but the new vaccine, the GSK vaccine, it's a 2-shot vaccine. It's in the 95% effectivity rate.
Wow.
And it does have side effects, pain of the arm.
Check with your doctor because it's a live vaccine?
It's a live vaccine. You've got to get it the right way. Some people need to get it Medicare Part D at the drugstore, some people at a doctor's office. But if you've had chickenpox, get the vaccine. You don't want shingles.
I've had shingles. You don't want shingles.
No, you know.
Let's go to the phone. We'll start with Aaron in Stoughton. Hi, Aaron. What's your question?
My question, Dr. Zorba, is is there anything better than gabapentin that I can do for my restless leg syndrome?
Oh, you bet, you bet. There are a number of drugs. They're really Parkinsonian drugs. Drug Requip, R-E-Q-U-I-P, which is now generic, works. Other drugs that will work for Parkinsonism also work for restless leg syndrome, and they're actually better than gabapentin for the most case. So talk to your doctor. There are medications that really can make a difference.
All prescription, though,
All
nothing over the counter.
Drugs, right.
Okay. Let's go to Tim in Baraboo. Hi, Tim. What's your question? Tim, are you there?
You bet.
Go ahead. What's your question?
Yeah, my question is, on Friday I had rotator cuff surgery, and I'm just wondering what would you recommend eating and to take care of so it heals better?
Oh, sure. Well, the answer is a really good food, high protein sort of diet. Mediterranean diet is going to be there, but I would have protein during the daytime. Certainly fish is the best protein. After that, of course, poultry, and then after that, meat. But I would stay on a good high protein, 60 grams of protein a day at minimum in order to heal yourself.
And Zorba's homemade chicken soup wouldn't be better. It's really, really good. And the recipe's on Channel 3000.
You bet.
All right, Rhonda in Beloit, you're up. What's your question?
I'd like to find out how scared are you about the 19 funguses that are really bad, but the 4 that you guys talked about just a little bit ago, how bad is this fungus? Like these 4.
Sure.
Is it here now in Wisconsin?
I don't think you really have to worry about fungal infections for the most part. Now, in the summertime, sometimes not cryptosporidium, but some of the fungi that are around that you have to worry about. But the fact is, we really don't worry about them. They don't affect most of us unless we're on chemotherapy or something that reduces our immune system. So if you're going to be afraid of anything, be afraid of COVID. Do not be afraid of the fungal infection.
And most of the ones in that story are in the tropics.
Absolutely. They do really rarely, and Wisconsin is not big on fungal infections. And the Southwest in the U.S., Arizona and New Mexico, they have more fungal infections.
Maybe one benefit of the cold, right? The cold and the snow.
Kills it off.
Let's go to Virginia in Baraboo. Hi, Virginia. What's your question?
My question is, if I currently have cancer and have not finished surgery or treatment yet, should I stay away from the shingle shot?
Oh, I think you bring up a really good point. That's something to ask not only your family doc, but to ask your oncologist, because it's a function of what you're on, whether or not it's safe for you, whether or not the vaccine is okay. I believe it's a live vaccine. You've got to be careful if you're on certain medications. Your oncologist can give you the answer. You bring up a good point. That's why you go to your doctor to talk to your doc about whether or not the vaccine is for you.
It might be okay, it might not.
Might not. That's right.
We wish you good health.
Yep.
Continued good health.
Thank you for calling.
Thank you.
All right, let's go to Catherine now in Richland Center. Hi, Catherine.
Good afternoon.
Hi. What's your question?
I have had shingles twice, very light cases. If I would get the newer shingle shot, would that eliminate me getting them again?
It will reduce the chances that you will get shingles again. Now, will it eliminate it? As a doctor, I never use 100% of the time. I've learned not to say that, but it will definitely reduce the risk that you're going to get shingles again. If you've had it twice, you are a good candidate for the shingle shot.
Well, and that raises an interesting point that you can get shingles more than once.
Absolutely, yeah, multiple times, right.
Okay, let's go to Marlene in Madison. Hi, Marlene, what's your question? Marlene, are you there?
Yes.
Go ahead. What's your question?
Dr. Zorba, I'm very nervous. Can that cause off balance?
You're very nervous, or you have nerve damage?
No, I'm just very nervous. Can that cause off balance?
Well, if you're nervous, it's important to actually talk to your physician about it, because sometimes when you're nervous and you're older, you can be off balance because of that, and antidepressants can be a boon and very, very good for people who are off balance and nervous. But the other thing is you want your doctor to look over, and your pharmacist, all the medicines you're on, because a lot of people are off balance who are older are off balance because of side effects of the medications, or they're taking over-the-counter medications such as over-the-counter sleeping pills, which are Benadryl, which actually can throw you off balance. So you need a med check and a talk to your doc.
Good advice.
We're out of time. Carol from Pewaukee wanted to know about 50 and over for shingles. Is there an age limit for the shot?
No, not at all.
Anybody can get it.
And no age limit.
Okay, all right. Thank you for calling, everybody. Thank you, Zorba.
Great to see you, Zorba. See you soon.
Well, the final check of your forecast coming up.
Nothing better than a great night's sleep on a new mattress from Steinhoffels. Right now, save up to $900 on adjustable base sets. Queen Beauty Rest mattresses start at $399. Or step up to the new Beauty Rest Black and get $200 in Steinhoffels cash, plus a $100 MasterCard rewards card. And with Steinhoffels 72-month financing, your new mattress just got more affordable. So save big and rest easy on your new Beauty Rest mattress from Steinhoffels.
Want a flatter, tighter tummy? Then check out new Ab-EX from Sono Bello.
Doctor, after my pregnancies, my body just never bounced back. I had this stomach overhang that made me really self-conscious.
It's not your fault. That stubborn fat and excess skin is extremely hard to get rid of with diet and exercise alone.
That's exactly why I went to Sono Bello. I really trust their team of experts, and I finally got the flat stomach I had always wanted.
Introducing Ab-EX from Sono Bello. Remove fat and lose excess skin permanently in just one visit.
Ab-EX is a great alternative to a tummy tuck. So that stomach overhang that you mentioned becomes a flat, tight tummy fast with minimal downtime.
Schedule your free, no-obligation consultation now to learn more about Ab-EX by Sono Bello. Call 1-800-848-9429 or go to sonobello.com.
For back pain, I've always been a take 2 and call in the morning guy. But my new doctor recommended Salonpas. Without another pill upsetting my stomach, I get powerful, effective, and safe relief. Salonpas, it's good medicine.
A first warned weather alert day is in the forecast for a winter storm tomorrow. At 5, I'll let you know when to expect the messy weather.
And for the first time in a decade, a sitting president visits Madison. We showcase the big moments of this historic day with you tonight at 5.
A scam that tricks bank customers, stealing money from their accounts.
They try to get money as much and as fast as possible, and then they're gone.
News 3 Now is getting answers to help you avoid becoming the next target of bank imposters. Thursday at 10.
Yeah, we're looking at conditions overnight, fairly steady until it gets to more like 3 or 4, and that's when we'll start seeing the precipitation show up. For the Beltline, if you're looking for tomorrow's forecast for areas, the snow, the worst conditions probably on that 7 to 11 a.m. time frame when the heaviest snow will occur. Otherwise, we may start out with a mixed bag, freezing rain, sleet until the morning hours, probably after 7. Everyone comes snow, and then we taper off in the afternoon time frame, and I think by then roads should definitely start improving just because our temperatures will be above freezing and the precipitation will start to end, you guys.
All right, be careful out there. Thank you, Greg. On the next Live at 4, CBS travel advisor Peter Greenberg has some great travel tips.
And with snow in the forecast, we'll check out this year's Winter Carnival at the UW Memorial Union. It's time to embrace winter, Mark.
Again.
That's coming up tomorrow on Live at 4.
Welcome to Dwellings.
Shop our fabulous showroom, Hard Rock Road, Fitchburg.
Hi, I'm Jonathan Greenhut, the CEO of Plexiderm. And if you haven't tried Plexiderm, we've created the best offer yet with our Valentine's Day Plexiderm 10-minute challenge. All it takes is 10 minutes to reduce the appearance of under eye bags, wrinkles, and crow's feet. Even the 11 lines between your eyes are visibly gone in minutes. Plexiderm works so well that celebrities in Hollywood and people just like you feel years younger in minutes. This is why I'm letting people try it for only $14.95 this Valentine's Day at plexidermtrial.com.
So I've had under eye bags for a very long time, and it sucks. I have spent so much money on tons of eye creams, eye gels. Finally, I tried something called Plexiderm, and I'm not joking. It works. When I do a collage and everything is done, it looks amazing. That is exactly how Plexiderm makes me feel. I put it on my face, and somehow, some way, I look together, which is amazing. I'm Jackie, and I took the Plexiderm 10-minute challenge, and so should you.
I'm Neela. I'm 61 years old. I'm a professional personal trainer. It's so important to be in good health and to be fit and take care of yourself. How it makes you feel inside is amazing. And yet, when you look in the mirror, what you see necessarily isn't what you feel inside. Plexiderm, seriously, honest to God, it's amazing. There's nothing there, like the bags are gone.
The instant results are from naturally based silicates found in shale rock. Once applied, your skin tightens and firms, rapidly reducing the appearance of under eye bags and wrinkles in minutes. This Valentine's Day is the best time to try Plexiderm at our startup price of only $14.95. So if under eye bags make you look tired or feel older, take action this Valentine's Day and see that younger looking you. Your solution is at plexidermtrial.com or call the number on your screen.
Welcome to Dwellings.
Shop our fabulous showroom, Hard Rock Road, Fitchburg.
In today's Final Touch, it's Super Bowl weekend, and there is a four-legged alternative to Sunday's Super Bowl.
It is the Puppy Bowl, of course.
There's the call.
That is a clear dog collar tackle on Emma. I know she's the opposing teammate, but you guys got to play clean, okay? Don't try to shush me.
The Puppy Bowl, now in its 19th year, will feature 122 pups, the most so far, divided up into Team Rough and Team Fluff, competing for the coveted Lombardi Trophy. Animal Planet teamed up with 67 shelters and rescue groups from 34 states to find adoptable pups to take part. The goal is to encourage people to adopt and not shop for pets. This special has a 100% success rate in helping all Puppy Bowl pets find forever homes. Puppy Bowl 19 will air on Animal Planet, Discovery Channel, Discovery Plus, and HBO Max, beginning at 1 p.m. this Super Bowl Sunday.
Do they still have the hamster cheerleaders?
I think they do, and the cats outside.
Looks like Mark's living room.
Yeah, it does.
That's our time for now. Thanks for watching. News 3 Now at 5 starts right now.